Here are 14 glitches on Black Ops 7 that you did not know about. Credit goes out to SND Dylan for finding these. For our first map, we have Colossus. This is actually a 2-in-1 special. The first two glitches are on this map. So for our first one, you're going to jump on this box, you're going to sprint off of it, jump to this wall, then you're going to bounce off of that to this wall, bounce from that to there, and then bounce from here up to the spot, if that makes sense. So, kind of like that. It's you're probably not going to get it the first time you do it, so... There we go. And then you have to dive to this. And then if you turn backwards, you will fall off of here. But you're able to watch down each lane. These are very common spots. You're pretty much seeing the whole map from this one spot. Real quick, I hate to ruin the peace and quiet, but if you're enjoying this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. So for our next one, it is relative to this. You're going to run over here. It's on the same side of the map. You run to this box right here. You pretty much just bounce off the wall and you'll mantle right up. This one's a lot easier. You should get this one first try every time. For the next map, we got Scar. There's actually 4 glitches on this map. I didn't realize when I was talking before that there were multiple glitches on each map. For this spot, you're going to go over to the window, walk a little bit outside of it, jump up here, and then boom, you're right up there. You could look down there, and then you have to jump, little bunny hop right there to get over. And then here you are, you got a view of all of that. Next one, you come over here to this van, I guess over by this motel, and then you jump up here and then right onto there. You can only really look that way, and then I'm showing you kind of the parameters. Once you start looking outside of that, too far to the left or by the motel sign, you'll fall off. Next after that, you'll come over to the motel sign. You're going to want to line up a little bit to the left to where your center of your screen is right over the red part, as you can see right here, and then you'll jump up, and then you have this whole line of sight down there, and a little bit behind you. If you turn all the way around, I think you'll fall off. Next, right underneath that, you have this little ledge. You'll jump up here, bounce right to here, and then you can also go prone and then do a full 360. If you don't go prone, you'll fall right off. For the last one on this map, you'll come over to the opposite side of the map, jump up onto this board of wood, and then you can walk as far as the wood goes. This, at least you don't have the barbed wire in your face, or if you choose to, maybe a little extra cover. For map number 3, we got Raid. There's also like 4 or 5 glitches on this map. For the first one on Raid, you're going to come over to this wall divider, jump up. It's very easy, and then you have a few lines of sight. You could look down there, look in the room, or out the window to the left here. Next after that, you come over here. You can jump outside of the map and then dive right onto this little ledge, and then you have a whole entire head glitch. You can also make your way down, so you could... There's a lot you could do with this. Alright, that first one was a bit exaggerated, but you're basically, you jump out here and then you just dive to here. Also, if for some reason you wanted to hide, maybe Shotzzy's in your game and you're a little scared, you could just literally sit right here for the whole entire game if you want to. Alright, and then you could do the same exact thing over here on this one, but you come over here and then you dive to it from here. Oh. I don't know what's going on. Alright. Whack-a-mole. Game of whack-a-mole. The hell is going on here? Alright, there we go. I guess that might be weird right there, so might have to come a little further out. But yeah. Alright, the next one is over here. You're going to come in here, bounce off of this wall, and then you jump here. So you kind of need to jump like this. And then, yeah, you could literally just stay there. When you stand up, though, you're gonna fall. So you're gonna want to be prone to look that way. But this little plant is in the way, so you're gonna need to jump like that. Next one after this, you're gonna come up here and then you just dive right to here. Like that. So you could watch over there. You could watch this. All of this, basically. Alright, here's one that's not really so much of a glitch spot, but it's a little peak. You could kind of hide behind this. The enemies will probably never see you coming if they were coming from, like, over there. Oh. For the last map, we have the Forge. There's only one on this map. Alright, for the last one, we are on the map The Forge, which I guess I probably would have said that already. But you come over here and you basically... Holy shit. You jump onto this whiteboard. Alright, Alright, there we go. Alright, I fell off. Hold on. This is a little weird, this one. Really should not be having this difficult of a time. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so you watch down there, here. This one's not really that useful in my opinion. Yeah, if you find a way to use it, you know, let me know down in the comments. But you might just end up humping the whiteboard for like 15 minutes, so I don't know. Yeah, and you can't jump. There we go. Alright, those are the glitch spots. I didn't even realize that there was a light shining out of this statue until right now. I guess I don't look up, right? People don't really look up. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe if you have not already. And I'll see you in the next video.